name is Gaby and I'm part of the National Portfolio team at head office. Last week I took part in the premiere performance of Prometheus Awakes, which was a production by Graeae and La Fura del Baus. It was part of the Greenwich and Docklands International Festival and the opening number for the London 2012 Festival. So I got involved a few months ago. I heard about the production through my trapeze teacher. I've been practicing trapeze for about a year and a half and heard about the call for auditions. So I applied and went along and had my first go with a harness, which was quite a fun experience. We got to get a harness fitted, play around with some music, and we were filmed doing this, and as a result of that, obviously myself and several friends and all of the colleagues who were in the production were chosen to perform. And then the rehearsals took place in the week before the performance. We all got together at the site, and there was this massive cast. Many of the artists are disabled, and that was a great privilege to work with so many people with disabilities in one go. Not only them, but also their support workers, which made a unique culture and just had a brilliant sense of humour. We also had a team of translators who were allowing us to work with the Catalan company, especially the riggers and the production staff. And so we did a few days of rehearsal where we had a go being harnessed up and then going up into our individual pieces of work. Mine was the net, and I was positioned at the top of the net on account of me being one of the smallest people in the cast. And we were given some choreography to do and introduced to the soundtrack as well, and also a little bit of opportunity to improvise as part of that. And following the initial rehearsals, which went really well, we then prepared ourselves for the dress rehearsal, which unfortunately couldn't take place because it being an outdoor event, a storm came over, it was very windy and rainy, and it wasn't appropriate for us to actually do that rehearsal. So that meant that there was this great sense of anticipation when it came to the final thing, because it was actually the first time that we'd run through the whole production, and I think it worked pretty well. So I had a few friends in the audience, and they all gave great feedback. And also, as we were processing away from the performance area at the end, some of the audience were hanging around, or they obviously didn't want to go home yet, and they were just literally shouting at us, "You were amazing! We loved it!" It was really a really unusual experience. I've never had that before. And then obviously the press reviews and the critical reviews that were published in the following days were also very, very positive. So overall, it's a really fun experience. I think there's one of those things about performing when you've been through a number of rehearsals and then you get to the opening night, and I don't know about other people when they've been through rehearsals, but it never goes completely right. And then somehow everybody gathers their energy together, and they just come to that point where they concentrate all at the same time, all at the right time, and there's that synergy, and then suddenly everything in the performance just goes fine. I think that's something that you really have to experience to understand, because there's a lot of tension there building up, and then it's fine. It's a big relief.